both ghati and aghati karma, and most of you should have the good knowledge of ghati karma. It is what it does is uh, qualities of the soul that is hinders or it reduces, minimizes, whatever the words you want to use it. They are the ghati karma. It is the quality of the soul is being affected by ghati karma. While the aghati karma, it is only responsible for human body or any body, for the soul's body, and also the size, shape, uh, all the things that is related for the human body. Okay, the surroundings and how long you're going to live. That is like Nam, Gotra, and Ayushya karma. All right. So in reality, even though we call it karma, but this karma is not affecting our soul. And generally, if you really technically look into it, karma that affects the qualities of the soul, they are the one going to stop achieving that soul to liberation. The karmas don't affect the soul. They can become indirect way, but there is no direct way of affecting soul to attain the liberation. So that's certain things you have to keep in mind. The second thing is Vedaniya karma is a aghati karma. And we did discuss long, just to make it 30 seconds short thing. The Vedaniya karma is a aghati karma, and aghati karma has no gnan gun. What it means that if there is no gnan gun, there is no knowledge. They cannot decide right from wrong. Out of all these 9 tattvas or 7 tattvas, whichever way you look at it, okay, only soul is the only one has the knowledge. They can decide right from wrong. They can really see. So the karma things, whether it is a ghati or aghati karma, they are pudgal. And the pudgal has no gnan gun. They are non-living substance. Whether it's a ghati, aghati, any karma. So karma has no decision-making power. For decision-making power, they need Gnan Gun. Without the Gnan Gun, you cannot make any decision. That's a basic fundamental things. So the language what we use, oh, because of my bad karma, I'm suffering. Because these kind of the things that clearly says that even though it is not true, but it becomes in the part of the life of every Jain person, and we all use directly or indirectly, it is my bad karma, I am suffering. The bad karma, you are not suffering. That's the key, keep in mind. Because to make you suffer, whichever entity makes you suffer out of 9 tattvas or 7 tattva, that one has to have a Gnan Gun. Then and then you can suffer or not suffer. So you got to keep in mind you are suffering not because of karma. It's an indirect effect. And we will discuss it little later also. But what I'm trying to tell you, because of karma you are not suffering. You are suffering because of the living substance, which one has a decision-making capability, which one has a Gnan Gun. And that is you. There is nobody else in this game. All these 9 tattvas, only one tattva has a Gnan Gun. So, in other words, the fundamental things is you are suffering because of you and nobody else. Even though it looks like somebody is at fault, from practical point of view, you see that way. Okay, somebody insulted me, I become irritated, I become angry. So I am suffering. Okay. The only reason you are suffering because you would like to suffer. That is the reason. Now you will say, why should I like to be suffering? Because whoever other person insulted you or whatever they have done, okay, which you did not like, okay, which you did not like, and you thought it is being told to you. In reality, he told to your body, which is not you. Your body is a pudga, which is not you. You are a soul. Right? When your Ayushya karma is over, your body is going to be still here. And even your own family members will take it and burn it. Right? So it is this is the reality. And that is what spirituality is. That under any circumstances, if you know you are a pure soul, and what people recognize is you through your body, and you feel when they tell you something, tell you means to tell your body something, you say it is, they have told me. And that's why the whole thing is suffering. That is called mithyatva. The mithyatva means you are believing something which you are not. And you are believing the wrong thing in that sense. And that is the reason to get rid of your mithyatva. In fact, everybody's mithyatva. I am, you are, or everybody else. It is the most important and first and most important things to. How do I recognize I am not this body? I am a pure soul. And nobody can insult the soul's quality as long as I am within that quality. Anyway, That is the one aspect I wanted to little bit emphasize for a couple of minutes. And one more thing I want to emphasize, the difference between the Vedaniya and Mohaniya karma, which we did it last time. Also, that Mohaniya karma deceives or pollutes the soul's natural quality of bliss and causes the soul to become desires and creates ignorance, illusions of what is not, what is and is not good for the soul. The darshan mohaniya, deluded proper understanding of reality and its own nature, and hence there is no right faith. We already discussed it properly. And then charitra mohaniya, which is a conduct. Darshan mohani is a faith, shraddha. Because I have I am not the body, but my faith is I am the body. This is how I act in the sense. Okay. So that is the key things, is that it is only Mohaniya karma can make you happy or unhappy, not Vedaniya karma. The Mohaniya karma, in a sense, because of the wrong faith you have, and that wrong faith, it is the one makes you happy or unhappy. So this is the kind of the thinking process you got to look into it, that because of your wrong knowledge, we call it mithyatva, and that is the root cause of all your unhappiness. All right. So a Vedaniya karma, it can make your body, which is aghati. Your body, let's say, may have a cancer. You got the cancer, which is nothing but the defect in the body, which is not yours. But you become really miserable. And that is the understanding you have to have, okay, this is not me from a spiritual point of view. This is not me. And I am pure soul, which is not going to be defective. And that is the key things you have to look into it. All right. And whenever if you have any questions, we can, we can discuss it again more. But this is the two important aspect of ghati karma and aghati karma. And we continuously keep in mind that it is my kashai, it is my wrong knowledge. My own wrong knowledge makes me unhappy, makes me miserable. There is nobody else. Everybody can make a nimitta, but the real cause is my own knowledge. And my own knowledge is not proper. I have a wrong faith, wrong belief. That is the most important cause of my misery. And the second one is conduct, charitra, which is nothing but my kashai. No. Krodh, man, maya, lobh, anger, greed, deceit, lust. That's the one. That is me. Anger is me. Karma is not me. That you have to keep in mind. All my kashais are me, because that is the paryay of the soul. Soul paryay is me. So when I get angry, it is not karma is getting angry. I am getting angry. I am means my soul. I am a soul. And soul is getting angry. If I am greedy, I am the one who's going to get greedy. It is not karma is getting greedy. Okay? So the point what I'm trying to bring it out here again and again, that when we believe this karma made me greedy or angry, our thinking is not proper. It is not the karma is making, unless I decide to become greedy. If in the morning you decide, when you wake up and you said, okay, today I am not going to be angry, greedy, lustful, all these vices I am not going to be. Nobody in the world will make you. Okay, if you do decide, and if you are fully aware about that one, that I am not going to get greedy, angry, or any kashaiful, nobody in the world can make you that, because you have a free will. The human life is so important if you really look into it, because a fully developed human life has a full free will. Okay, and full free will is absolutely needed to attain liberation. You cannot have the liberation without having the free will. And free will is the one can make you knower and observer, ultimately improves your, perfects your spirituality, and you become a perfect human being, which has all four ghati karmas. In the terms of karma language, I'm saying it, okay? You got Ananta Darshan, Ananta Gnan, Ananta Virya, or Ananta energy, power, and permanent happiness, permanent blissful, and the happiness which is the Mohaniya Karma. So this is the key things you got to keep in mind. Nobody from a proper Jain perspective point of view, that in the beginning stage you may need a guru to give you, guide you. Guru is not going to give you anything. Okay, we would like somebody give me the liberation. Okay, that is not the Jain philosophy. The Jain philosophy says in the initial stage is like when the baby is growing up, need a parent so that they can grow it properly. All right. But the parents cannot give anything to the baby. It is the baby has to learn all this one. Parent can guide them. Okay, guide the children. So keep always that one in mind, that it is not the guru. Guru should be guiding you, but you got to realize it is you have to earn it. And that earning and learning is the free will. And you got to decide what is right and right from wrong and progress it that way. All right, so we did enough talking about the Ghati Karma, Aghati Karma. Vedaniya Karma is nothing but anything that happens to your perfect body by breaking the leg. I just give you that example, or having a cancer or anything like that is due to Vedaniya Karma. you need to become miserable or not, that is nothing but a Mohaniya karma. It is the quality of the Mohaniya karma you become miserable. So that's the kind of a keep in mind that if you decide, even if you have a cancer, but if you decide, I am not going to become miserable, whatever lifespan left, let me make good use of it. Okay? Instead of becoming miserable, you are making it more, you are acquiring more and more bad karma. Okay, that is not going to help you. But if you can be quiet, samtaful, okay, then at least you are going to, your spirituality will go up and you become less miserable, okay, but with the proper knowledge and with the proper understanding. So keep that one in mind. It is only your Mohaniya karma can make you happy or unhappy. And it is again, when you use the karma language, you speak like that. But it is you are the only one can make you unhappy, and nobody else can make you unhappy. And by blaming others, we are increasing our misery by ourselves. Okay, now let's go to the next.
So, Pravin Uncle, one question. If I'm responsible for my happiness and my unhappiness, then what about people who are in abusive relationship or experiencing domestic violence? How can we then explain that for them?
Now, first, another thing you have to keep in mind, that you are responsible for your happiness and unhappiness. The abusive relationship is a physical relationship. Okay? Now, how do you settle that way? You don't. Religion does not mean everything, all incidents that can occur in your life are going to be no happy dory religion incidences. Okay, you are going to go through happy incidences and unhappy incidences. Okay, incidences I'm talking now. Okay, something you like it, something you don't like it, that is you are going to be continuously experiencing in the life. Now those kind of the incidents, how you take it personally, that's what the spirituality is. Spirituality does not mean everything will be kind of the thing the way it should be. That is going to happen. Okay, that religion should teach us, or my spirituality teach us, how to live not proper conditions of which I don't like it. Okay, that will never happen in my life. But if it occurs, how would I leave that incident? That is the teachings religions teaches us. Okay, so you have to set your environment your way, to what extent the things you can compromise. And if you think, no, there is a no hopeful situation, best thing is you are not a slave of anybody and nobody is slave of you. Your chemistry don't match, separate it. First you try best, okay? Because when two people get married, at least if you notice it, it is not only the two people, but two families are joining together. That's our Indian culture point of view I'm talking about. American culture is like two individual getting married and that's it. And they get separated. Okay. There is no other consequences. Well, Indian culture has a little bigger consequences because now the two families got divorced in a sense. All right. And it has a little bit more, again, you have to decide to what extent you can compromise, to what extent you decide. Okay. So that abusive relation, there is no solution except if you find the answer, it is not me, okay? I don't have to take it, everything what other party is saying in its face value, then it's not going to work. You have to compromise and you need to understand how you can compromise, okay? And to what extent you would like to compromise it. Life is not going to be one-way side. Whatever I think that should happen because I'm a man of the house, okay, that is not going to happen, okay. It used to happen even during Mahavir's time when women were slave of the man. You just look at it. Chandan Bala was sold on the street. You can imagine the women did not have any kind of a freedom. It is not only in Indian culture, it is every culture. In the historically, when you look into it, all right, Christianity is the same. You know when the freedom of speech and right to vote, okay, which amendment give them one, okay, it wasn't there from the beginning in the beginning Constitution of the United States, okay, and same with every culture, okay. So we can learn from the history, but at the same time, life has a lot of compromises when the two people are united. And if you know how to live with the compromising nature, then many problems can be solved, okay. If you don't want to compromise it, then either you live miserable or get separated. There is nothing here, okay. That's why if you ask our children and the children, okay, they said, why should I waste my life in just doing it that one everywhere? So there are no easy answers. Religion only helps you or teaches you how to live under the worst circumstances your life. Religion does not tell you that you will not have a miserable situation. Okay. That's it. That's my answer.